Hello everybody and welcome to part 14 of my God King Boudicca series. We're about to start building the Raiders Guild. We're about to start upgrading all of our swordsmen into long swordsmen. And we're about to drop our first expand since the National College. We're building towards Maria. Our declaration of friendship is about to expire, and we're upgrading a melee and a soon ranged unit, so we're doing everything we can to prepare for war for her, because she is our nearest science rival and our only religious rival on this continent. Or, not continent, but the world really is kind of split into two halves. So on the western hemisphere, let's call it that, since that seems to be more accurate. Okay, we grow into this tile here. That'll help us offset the courthouse's 4 gold per turn maintenance. Very steep, but very beneficial in that particular city. That city's good growth and production. Probably be our 3rd guild city. Or maybe even our 2nd, because Cardiff didn't pick up a freshwater hill, so it's going to be lagging relative to what it could have been. Truro grows, so we'll go ahead and lock it into the growth tile there. And friendly trade route has been plundered. That must be the cargo ship we saw over here, which also verifies her Dido's naval status. Going guilds into machinery. I see we have a worker finished there. So let's grow not in 8, but in 6. That works out. We have farm finishing. Oh, same right there. So from 20 to 16. And before we move that citizen to there, I think it's at 26, so we knocked 10 turns off. That's pretty good. Alrighty. The aqueduct is done in the capital. That's very good. On to Writers Guild. Coliseum in Cardiff is finished. It looks like we should have time for Watermill Aqueduct before growth. Maybe University as well. We are working 2 production tiles. Kind of don't want to give up that tile because it's also gold, which is very important right now, but we have to do something to offset the loss of the freshwater hill that we could have gotten. Okay, we're done scouting up in here, so he's going to kind of head towards the coast, I think. A Mayan hand axe? Can somebody explain to me how this is possible? Like, if it was German, I would understand. Can city-states gift hand axes? I don't know. That boggles my mind. Coming over to settle the city. Let's see here. He's coming over to leapfrog over that guy. He's coming back here to be able to upgrade because I moved him away when I shouldn't have. He is going to come here so that he can step and shoot. That gives this guy an opportunity to heal, since moving here didn't reveal anything. When he steps and shoot, this guy can come and block for him. That is ideal. We'll start heading home with that guy. In fact, what we can do, since we have a melee on the return, is we can do this, spread our visibility out a little bit, because we do want to keep eyes on Maria if she's expanding in this direction. He can dance from here, he can dance from... See, we need to keep eyes on this tile, so like here, make sure that salt ends up being ours. We'll go ahead and fortify there. Fortify there. He's just going to dance. Keep eyes on the little darkness that is over there. He is going to upgrade. He's going to be swapping places with the pikeman here next turn. And it did occur to me that even though, we should have chopped this one first just because they're on the road, but luckily we had time. I was looking too far in the future, but we'll have time to chop all this down before Cardiff selects its next tile, so it's just as well. Come in here and upgrade. It's nice, though, that we still have eyes here. We're going to give up eyes here now, but... see, border growth in 1 turn. We'll have the worker come here. If we grab the hill, we'll just hop back out. If not, we'll go chop this down. We're in a situation where we can kind of think about stuff like that. 1, 2, 3. And we meet a new city-state who wants culture, of course. This is so degrading. They all want culture, and we don't have the competitiveness. Okay, it says border growth in 14. However, in 5 turns, we're going to be populating this, significantly increasing our culture per turn. nearly doubling it, I think. So next border's coming quicker. He wants to come up here to put a farm, but what if we come down here and chop this down? It will expedite this, which is very good, and gives us the option of picking up another tile. And while we're waiting for the capital to hopefully pick this tile up, we can come back, put a farm there, maybe come back down, put a farm there. He comes in and upgrades. Looks like the pikeman's getting all the visibility we need from where he's at, so we'll just pass his turn. He'll have to occupy the old stationary spot. Now that's the transition I was talking about, why we research steel first. Anyways, next turn, so we'll just keep eyes on the camp here, make sure no surprises pop out. Biblos and Portugal now allies, so they must have cleared that camp that we said we wouldn't be able to get to. Douglas has grown, and something I was thinking about off camera is Douglas is a newer city than Nantes, and it has a horse. So we should actually give the bulk of these freshwater tiles to Douglas. So I'm actually going to take this tile and lock it in there since we have a worker working on the freshwater farm there. Borders of Dublin have grown, so we did pick up that hill. It's kind of nice because that means Zanzibar won't pick it up. And then we'll come chop this down. Or better yet, let's chop this one down first. Because that would be a more advantageous hill to grab. Because if we do grab this hill, then our city might actually choose to grab the iron. Even though it's 4th ring. Horses to Haley End, so we will re-up that since that's the most money for that particular horse. Courthouse is finished in Berlin. We do have this lot to grow into, and like I said, this might be a guild city, so I think we're going to take time for a granary before a coliseum there. Here, coliseum is the way to go. I see we have a worker who's finishing the deer tile there. Coliseum comes out a turn sooner. Very nice. And there goes the jungle, so this guy can leapfrog. Next turn we'll plant the city here, so he'll be able to leapfrog again. That's pretty handy. We'll have this guy come up here, so we can see that tile. He's retreating to go get his upgrade. He's dancing. And then I guess we might as well bring this guy out here. Yeah, we don't lose any visibility because where our other civilians are. So maybe he can keep eyes here and this guy can go out like a wider spread, because the wider we can keep eyes on here, or better yet, no, I don't want to dangle the Great General, because if he gets hit, he's going forever. So yeah, I was going to say if we do see something over here, we wouldn't want the archer over here, but visibility is pretty important. So it looks like nothing else going on, so he can just heal up in place there while he blocks for the ranged. We'll step here to be able to upgrade next turn. These two are going to swap. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. He can still occupy this tile. I misclicked. Come up here, get the visibility, so that when the pikeman gets over there, we'll have that. We'll get that chopped down, expedite that Writers Guild. Okay, let's get another farm going. Alright, so he's going to come up here, which creates darkness down here. Now he occupies that. Keep those eyes there. 6 turns until border growth. No point in pre-building a farm here. And kind of no point in chopping either of these down because they're both freshwater, so that would actually probably encourage the governor to choose one of these tiles over this. So I say let's go ahead and just chop this down. We will need it eventually. I mean, we're talking long-term eventually. But right now, it just gives something the worker to do and come back to the wine in time, or, you know, close enough. Excuse me. Recording these episodes really do my voice in. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3. Get towards this hill here. I see a hill here. Oh, that's a nice patch of flat land to be able to look into. Alright. That is everybody, so we will go back to the camp and pass the turn. Okay, she wants to keep the open borders going. I definitely want to do that. Um, we were talking before about planting a city near her and possibly citadeling, so open borders help with that, maybe.
Their profits are preordained.
And of course, once our tourism starts counting up, it'll act as a modifier for that. Okay, so we hop on the hill. And we're not going to make this. The leader has 382. Yeah, we're not going to make that. So I say let's go ahead and trespass for a turn. Ideally, it would have been here, but we can see hills. We should be able to zoom out of here. It would have been nice to get this one, just to get the extra visibility here, but that's okay. May purchase with faith. And Berlin still has not flipped. So I'm pretty sure that just leaves Dublin. Let's check Truro real quick. Double check that. Mosque is there. So that leaves Dublin. So we are all caught up on mosques for the time being. Do keep in mind Berlin should have flipped a long time ago, so I'm not even sure what the reluctance there is. Maybe it's like profits, it's a chance. I don't know. I always thought it was count to 100, but maybe that changes when the city grows. Who knows? What I do know is where we're going to drop a city here. Production focus, work the good food tile. And I think at this point in the game it behooves us to purchase the monument. I know gold is kind of stretched because we're upgrading swordsmen and then we'll soon be upgrading composite bowmen. But right now we need culture to get our win condition online. It's a new city, very late in the game. Well, not very late, but late in the game. We want those borders to be growing as quickly as possible. Mostly it's about the culture for social policies, not only because we're going to need to get this social policy to get our win condition online, but because we're chasing after this, we're not getting rationalism as early as we want, so we want to pick it up as quickly as we can after that. Horses to Maria is finished. Sad she doesn't still want it. She's got a large lump sum and we're running out of time to take that money from her. Research on to machinery, finally. Alright, we chop that down. It goes to Cardiff. Well, it doesn't expedite current project, but it'll get the next one online quicker. Get this lumber mill because Nantes is working that tile. This will knock down our druidic lore from tier 2 to down to tier 1 in Nantes, but that's okay. In fact, it kind of opens us up to, you know, put up another lumber mill because Nantes doesn't really have much going on otherwise. Okay, with the city tile there, we can leapfrog. I prefer this river tile over this one, not only because it gets our worker closer to the next city, but also gives this guy a way to slide in. He's going to come up and chop down the jungle tile, and then we'll get right onto the cocoa. So let's see, he's hopping down there. He's going to come up here, so we can go something like 1, 2, yeah. And then he wants to end here, so we can hop up on the hill, get some advance notice on if she's coming for the salt. She should, but, you know, I'll be glad that she doesn't. No need fortifying him. He's going to get replaced next turn. Get that mine flowing there. Get that farm building there. So come up here. He can now fortify here, and he's going to chop that down. Dancing, we're going to continue to dance. I figure around the time we start building the settler would be a good time to pull our furthest units away. He'll be here. We can start moving the Great General up. We're going to start introducing darkness all around our empire, but it's for a good cause of concerting towards Maria. I thought I told you to start the farm. I apparently did not. And we will go ahead and focus on this camp as we pass the turn. I coat my throat with honey before every episode, and okay, apparently okay, yeah. And I do have some hot tea here to assist with my throat. I know my viewers have expressed concern in the past. City becomes religious. That's Berlin. Okay, so now next time we buy a mosque, and I forgot to look at this. It says 42, so by my count that would be 3 turns to convert to majority religion, which would be 2 turns from now because we got to count last turn. And 2 turns from now we'll be ready to purchase. That's really good because when we can purchase a mosque here, next turn after that city will grow. We won't have a religious majority, but we'll still be able to reap the benefits, and then next time we'll buy in Berlin and, you know, go from there. So that's really good. Ooh, horses to Maria, and she actually wants some. We have 3. We don't know how many she wants, but if we... Hang on. Screwed up the... No, okay. I'm losing track of what buttons do what on my mouse. 2, no. Alright, I guess I'll just use the keyboard. 3. That's 135. A bar and 245s. Alright, let's see here. Almaty seeks a new natural wonder. Okay, they are our friends. So if we can find one, that'll bump us up to ally. Because I was counting it up off camera. The time it would take Great Rider will be losing as a friend just in time to gain them as an ally, but it will be brief. Bratislava longs for culture. And trespassing in Kabul. We can resume, we can alleviate that right now. Looks like Ethiopian borders there. 3 cities. We see the first 2, so we just gotta hope his borders haven't closed in on the coast. Granary is finished in Berlin. Fantastic. Let's get on to the Colosseum. Watermill is done in Cardiff. Looks like we have time to do University and then Aqueduct, so let's do that. And then we'll probably go Artist Guild Garden. Alright, we'll chop this down, expedite the guild. Same turn, we're going to grow 1, and then we can pull off the cotton. Let Dublin have it for a time. Seems good. You're chopping down the jungle. He's finally going to be able to upgrade next turn. We can take a peek there. Just a warrior. That's very encouraging, actually. And we'll dance like this. We don't need him to dance if he's dancing, so this is fine. We'll get the farm going there. And chop, chop you will. No, I said chop. I noticed the command didn't take this time, so I think maybe why it looked like I said farm before and it didn't is because I was still on the scroll bar, is what it appears to be. We did just say... Oh, no, that's next turn. Okay. Next turn we'll get the settler going. That'll give time for this guy to get over there too. Shooty shooty. Should capture it next turn. 1. See a hill here, so let's go ahead and trespass for a turn. They already have an ally so far away, like it's not going to matter that one time. Go ahead and fortify him. And we'll hop up here to continue chopping. Alrighty, these guys can swap places now. Get him more towards the front line. Hopefully last turn to be dealing with this camp. He doesn't like cork. But that's okay. We're just going to settle whatever lands we please. He had plenty of time to produce a settler by now. Okay, so here we go. Let's clear this thing out. Alright. Edinburgh has grown, and we get our Writers Guild, so let's go, go, go. So we're going to choose Settler, so that means now we have to start alleviating our westernmost units, and right now we have to address the fact that this cotton is unworked. We'll take it from here, like so. And we'll continue on our current path. Yeah, I do think under normal circumstances we would just work the workshop from here. But that's... Well, I don't know, because we're probably going to pick this up to put it in the university next turn. But if it affects growth by a turn like that, I don't know. We'll see. Antwerp seeks a great admiral. That's not happening. Trespassing inside on. Declaration of Friendship has expired. So we got the last of her coffers just in time, which is nice. We can see here there's no negative modifiers. We'll want to keep an eye on that. Because she's been looking through googly eyes and we're not going to renew that friendship. So it'll be interesting to see what she has to say starting next turn. Okay, definitely want to get Aqueduct before University in the city because of our timing here. Especially when you consider that once this farm is finished, we're going to be pulling from hammers and putting onto food. So we definitely want to get that aqueduct. That'll help Truro reach its full potential. Douglas goes from 14 to 9. That's very good. That looks like we're done with the workers there. He can start heading to the front line. And we'll get this chopping done. This worker has been very busy, and he'll be able to get both these chops done before Cardiff has another border. So this is another reason to build an artist guild here, is because we just need the culture to start gobbling up some of these tiles. They're all freshwater. So alrighty, let's see here. Trade routes available. Let's look at our trade routes first. We have another one ending in 2 turns from Truro to Antwerp. Trade routes available. Let's look at the top 2, because we're going to treat these 2 as the same. We have Copenhagen to our house. A little bit of a science bump. If we did that, we would give him more of a disincentive to attack us, and we'll have units over there in time, and he's tied up with Dido, so this might actually be a good idea. The only downside is once we attack Maria, he gets, you know, gung-ho, headstrong, like, oh, I can help save the world by attacking Copenhagen. That he does that. Would hate to see it happen. And then we also have Edinburgh to Effie, which is actually already running, and Berlin to Almaty. So, or Berlin to, yeah, Berlin to Almaty. That's what it looks like now. So we will send this off to Copenhagen to run to our house. And now we'll come do that. And you can see here, between populating the Writers Guild and chopping this down, we now have a 50% chance and a much quicker. Also, since the settler has been selected, we need to start moving our westernmost units over. So that's going to start happening like so. We can say no, damn. Alright, well, we're just going to have to, you can see by his borders that this tile is his also. So let's just come here. We have access to multiple hills. We can just figure that out. And the borders did in fact close. So we got to try and find if these 2 cities have closed borders. And if so, might just be time to delete this settler or scout. We can't embark. We'd have to move into friendly territory. We don't have any friends out here. Alright. C'est la vie. Okay, upgrade him. Take some peaks. Still just a warrior. Always good to tell. See? Hey, missionary. I would like a shot at that, please. Shows a camp here, but that's very outdated. I'm guessing that horse we saw before, maybe? It is hers, and we see she's spread here. So yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, we just cleared this camp, and maybe that's where it was headed. So who knows where it goes now, but we'll be there to try and capture it. We definitely don't want her to capture it. But at the same time, we need to move back for machinery. So we'll see how it goes. If I had moved him before him, we could have just had him over, try to help out, because he can backfill there. But no, we got to get this guy down to our borders. He'll head up here for visibility. We'll start moving the Great General over as well. And we'll use the fact that this guy wants to move here as a reminder to relax these guys so they can get in borders and get their upgrades too, assuming money allows. It didn't even occur to me that whole lump sum we got from her was really handy, having bought the monument. So, yeah. Alrighty. I can't see any point in moving him. Although, no. I was thinking moving it down here, but no. We don't want to be... It's okay to use them for visibility, but we can't really back it up. Whoa! That escalated quickly. I mean, I'm glad for it. She denounced us first. And she's hit the Renaissance. See? The fact that we were leading in science per turn wasn't particularly important. Alright, I thought I saw it move over here and then over here, so maybe there's 2 captured missionaries? I don't know. We can come here to take a look. Yeah, he's running. So we'll go here, because we still can't be seen by Maria. Unfortunately, this guy's got to come home. May purchase with faith and cork flips. This is exactly what we were counting on. So there's a mosque there. And the next one will go to Berlin, and then we'll be all mosqued up, and we can start putting pagodas down strategically. Okay, so that's good. Douglas demands wine, and Dublin demands wine, and guess what? Guess what? We're going to be doing that in 2 turns. We're going to start doing that in 2 turns. We won't have it finished by then. Horses to Haley. So we'll sell 1 to him and 1 to Pachacuti. Keep that all spread out, because once we attack Maria, all bets are off as far as who feels what about us. Spy has been recruited. We are the science leader, and we're about to cement that indefinitely, so we'll move it into the capital. That's the best use for now. Once our tourism's rolling, maybe we put them elsewhere for multipliers. I think that works, right, for tourism? I don't know, I'll have to look that up. Anyways, university is finished. We don't necessarily have to populate it right away. However, it doesn't look like there's any reason not to. So we'll go ahead and do this. Could pull off of this as well. That's another turn before growth. The only reason I'm considering that, we do want the city to grow, but we're not going to have another construction project until after machinery. No, we need to keep working on growth. If we are going to go to war, building military units is always helpful. So this is fine for now. That leaves us with aqueduct. Or since the aqueduct won't save us, we can go ahead and do a longswordsman now. I think that makes more sense. We'll get the aqueduct after that, and by that point, we might want to research acoustics ahead of banking. I really want to go banking first, but our gold is starting to deteriorate quick. And that's not good. Okay, he's going to try and find a hole. He's fine where he's at. We need him to heal up 1 turn, so I'll start withdrawing him. I'm just unsettled at his vulnerability there. Go ahead and get that road tile in. He's coming over. 2 turns till machinery. Start backing these guys up. Hopefully there's not something that spawned here. Although I did see a Carthaginian. Hey, natural wonder found. That's a hill, so we should be able to zoom through that guy. So let's see here. And that's the last one. Good job, scouts. You found them all. Who'd all wanted... looks like just Almaty. But that's great, because then they become allied. And in 2 turns we'll have machinery. So maybe we start getting some longbowmen. That would be really spectacular. He'll come up through here, I suppose. Jump, jump. Perhaps. Let's see. This guy... 1 turn till border growth. So we can hop up onto this hill, and we'll chop this down if this picks the wrong tile, or we can get started on this if it picks the right tile. Let's see. He's heading to the front line. It's nice that he's staying in borders to do so. We'll get on to this freshwater farm there. This is the one that ended from Antwerp, I believe, which is nice. I forget where we were going to have it go. Copenhagen, our house. That's actually a thing now, so we'll just run this. There's that. Alright, so now our gold doesn't look so bad. Oh, maybe that's why the gold looks so bad. We had 2 caravans that were down. Next in line was Berlin to Almaty. What's after that? Because it occurs to me that that's awfully close to where we want to go to war. Next one is Edinburgh to Quebec City. Half a gold less. Alright, we'll just do a Berlin to Almaty. There we go. It's not alphabetical, it's order of acquisition, which can make things challenging. Alright, so next turn we'll relax that guy and go. Okay, let's see here. We got the workers all taken care of, and all our trades, indeed. So let's keep an eye on this missionary. Unfortunately, us pursuing it's probably going to drive it right into Maria's arms. Unfortunately. Because is where's the next camp it would want to go to. Hey, we can capture that. We can capture that. That's fantastic. Okay, that helps. We're definitely taking it. That helps in the religious war, so to speak. Alright, we'll go ahead and work that tile. It's most growth for now. Glasgow grows back into the great production tile. Nice. Colosseum is up. So where does that leave us in this city? Temple is the most direct path to happiness and culture, so I'm going to favor that over amphitheater, even though I think before we were doing it the other way around. I can't recall. It's, you know, gold per turn. Hey, look at this. This is a river tile. And it looks like Douglas picked up the wrong one. Indeed. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to have this guy come over here to chop that down. 1 turn until machinery, so we want this guy heading over here. We want this guy heading up here. He can step and upgrade. He'll come through there next turn. Alrighty. So we miss out on the good tile on Douglas, but Berlin picks up a good one, and that's you know, 6 of one, half dozen the other. Losing grasp on iffy. All right. Bucharest no longer seeks investor, and natural wonder discovered Fal Almaty. Hopefully they don't gift us a unit this turn. Although, yeah, I don't think friendship versus ally matters. I do think that having the tech for the unit they give matters, though. I don't think they'll give a longbowman until we have machinery. Okay, extra hammer there. Good job. Mine there. That's more preparatory than anything. And farm there. We're not working at tile, so let's do 10 and 3, 7 and 3. Ooh, that's very nice. We don't lose a turn of production. Chop, chop. Also goes to Cardiff. Wow. Okay, so our next 4 border growths will all be freshwater, which means we should get a guild up in here to increase our culture, start gobbling up them tiles. Workshop is done in Douglas. So we need to get on Circus, which is nice because it has no maintenance costs. We could really use that now. Our gold is, gold is, oh my gosh. Anyways, we're getting machinery, so we'll back them up. He's fully healed, so we can bring him towards the front line. We'll have him come back to here. He can come eyes up here. In fact, this guy has double cover, so he's our front lineman in the upcoming war. Let's see, we can't complete the road this turn, but we can still get that guy going. We were sending this to Almaty. Hopefully, you know, it's really nice having them as an ally right as we're about to declare war on her. So maybe they can help us do some whittling down. Alright, we got to relax this guy so that this guy can come over. He's getting onto the roads. 1 turn. I should have moved this guy first, but looks like we're fine. He's coming down. That's fine for now. Let's see, 1, 2, hill there, so we don't need to trespass. Let's see here. Are you? No, he's going to finish the chopping next turn. That's unfortunate. It would have been nice for him to drop down here and him jump ahead, but we'll just come over this way. Don't even know how much we're going to need a second great general in that particular war, to be honest, but okay, 1 more turn. It's really nice that we were able to get that missionary. We will be deleting that first thing. We don't need to be paying maintenance on garbage. Yep, you said that before. I just sent a trade route to you. Like, what more do you want? We're actually getting good eyes on her army. Catapult, warrior. This is garbage. So that's very nice. And we just picked up machinery. Delete the unit. Missionary. I wanted to double check because I didn't want to accidentally choose the pikeman. So we'll back him up. Bring him to the front. This is fine where it's at. Step him here so he can upgrade next turn. Let's see. We picked up that. Very good. Oh, you know what? If we picked up that and chopped that down, we want to be doing that. And we picked up the wine tile as we knew we would. We just had 2 cities ask for wine, so happiness King Day. Very nice. Okay, we grew in the city. Planted it in the workshop, which makes sense. We should instead, let's see, border growth in 7, 14. 7. We could pick this tile up anyways. Let's put up another lumber mill. So we should say it doesn't. I don't know that it matters which one. This one's closer to like flatland and stuff. Although we do have a worker over here, so nevertheless. So I'll lock this guy. Growth in 22. Growth in 18. Not stellar, but gives us time to do Coliseum, University Aqueduct before the next growth. So at least there's that. Okay, research time. I would really, really, really like to be able to go into banking ahead of Caelid Halls. However, Caelid Halls also provide culture. They're not just happiness, and if we are going to go to war, we might actually need the ability to continue ramping up our happiness. So, reluctantly, I'm going to choose acoustics. It would have really been nice to go banking first. Luckily, this is going to be the end of our need for military superiority. We're going to continue to piss off the world, and we're going to have technically multiple fronts, but all of our nearest neighbors are going to be mostly non-threats. So the fact that we might not have all the money we need for future military upgrades right away probably won't be that big of a problem, but nevertheless it's something we want to keep an eye on. Let's see here, Coliseum, I guess. Coliseum, Amphitheater, and then on to the next settler, then probably Caelid Hall. Yeah. Anyways, settler has the benefit of machinery, so that's nice. Scouts move 2, and we don't want him ending up on that tile because he would interrupt, so we'll just move that guy over now. It's a little premature in terms of our migration, but we want to make sure this guy can zoom. Machinery is nice, and that road's connected there, so there's some happiness. Let's see, he's going to step and upgrade. He can come in here. We kind of want to keep these guys in our borders for the time being. We don't need to give her a reason. This guy is going to step here and upgrade next turn. We can step and upgrade here. Let's see, this worker was coming to chop down this. Great General has to jump over here. We already saw this earlier, so I should have done that just to best practices, you know. Okay, zoom ahead. Very nice that there's nothing down here. So at least we'll be able to retreat that guy into a place he can heal. 12 turns gives us time to go chop down this, which hopefully... Oh, no, I wanted to chop that down. I just cost us an extra turn. Okay, well, luckily, given the time it takes for border growth, we have that time. So, still unfortunate. Alright, we'll just keep to the edge of the cloud so we can be a little more complete. Hey, look at that. We found a way through. Very nice. And since this guy's in the north, this guy will be in the south. Cool. So that could have gone worse. Similar story here. This guy's got time to chop this down before he actually has to go do something. And this guy can go chop down up for here. We won't get a mine up in time for the next growth, but that's okay. Move as far as we can. Upgrade him. And we'll get him over as well. He can relieve this guy, so go ahead and go there. So we'll have 1 defending Copenhagen and 3 keeping eyes in our backfield, which means we'll have 1 that we can bring with us to this war to gobble up land tiles. Pillage, pillage. Alrighty, so it was a little disheartening, this little snafu. Especially since I could have come here, here, and gotten here in the same amount of time. Very minor mistake. I shouldn't let that bug me so much. Things do seem to be progressing well. We are about to drop another city, and I'd like to have the money for a monument. So we might have to hold off on a crossbow or 2. Let's see, right now we have 3 and 3. Gold, we're doing what we can. Yeah, it's going to take 2 turns just to be able to buy the monument, and then 2 turns for each upgrade after that. It's going to take some time, but we don't know how soon we're going to be able to declare war anyways, but it's nice that we got the denunciations out of the way. Denounce the Celts. Did we not denounce her back? I thought we did we not? Oh, okay. Well, that, wow, major oversight. The turn she denounced us, we should have denounced her right back. That is a major oversight. Major, major oversight. Oh well, not much we can do about that now. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Um, Hope you guys are enjoying the series and are excited about the upcoming potential war. It's looking like it's going to be a pushover, so that makes me feel a little bit better about not being able to upgrade all the composite bowmen right away. Please leave me a like and subscribe if you feel that I've earned it, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.